Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 43 of Modern Skyblock 3. Collecting so much more ash. Oh boy, am I collecting lots of ash today. So last episode, we had some fun playing with alchemy. And today, I've got a little bit more alchemy to do. So some of the quests I have to knock out here to finish up the Embers chapter. One of them is the Inferno Forge. You can add an ancient motive core to tools that are on a Dawnstone anvil for them to start gaining heat when used. That's cool. And then you can drop them into an Inferno Forge to add a modifier slot. Neat. So Inferno Forge, definitely something we have to create, right? To make that, we need a wildfire core. And the wildfire core is another one of these alchemy recipes. So I need somewhere between 32 and 48 of iron and 24 to 32 of silver. So what I've done is in my iron one, I put exactly 32, the low end of the spectrum. And then 24 into my silver guy, which is the low end of that spectrum. So basically what we should wind up with is when I fire my laser, it'll use up like the minimal amount of ash that I put in there for a potential recipe, and then it should give me a response telling me exactly how much more ash to add. So no guessing up or down or how far away I was and in which direction I went. I just know that it's always going to be more than what I put in because I put the lowest amount of the range. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does, because I think I explained it pretty well. So that should tell me in a moment here, like I'll get that thing, and I'll know, okay, yeah, that was good or bad, right? So there it is. So I need 14 more iron and 1 more silver, okay? So what that means is that I need 14 more iron, and I have a notepad here that I'm writing this down. So 32 plus 14 is 46 iron. And I needed 1 more silver, so 25 on the silver thingy, right? So 25 on silver and 14 on iron. That makes sense to me. So 25 on the silver one and 46 on the iron one. And then we should be cool, right? So now we just have to remake that doohickey. So it was this guy in the center with one of these on the side. And then 2 iron plates and a dawnstone, as I recall. Dawnstone. And you're off, right? Yeah, I did turn you off. Cool. So I'm pretty sure that's right, correct? So 2 dawnstone and 1 iron plate. My bad. My bad. 2 dawnstone and 1 iron plate. I don't know if it actually matters if it matches or not, so I'm going to be safe and do that. Like, I don't know if it actually has to be like dawnstones are on the sides, like opposite each other or not, or if it's just like a shapeless recipe. But this fire, stand out of the way, by the way, because that thing hurts when it shoots. And then what I've been doing is leaving it connected so it can recharge for the next firing. And that should get me the item that I need here. And if I'm not mistaken, then I should be cool. And we can make ourselves an Inferno Forge. Doesn't look so bad. Need some Dawnstone. Need more Dawnstone than I currently have. Was I making more of that by chance? I totally was not. Let's do 16 and 16. I'm going to need more copper. So that's the plan for today, is knock out those last few quests. And then maybe... depending on how we do with those last few quests, we can do other things, right? And we'll see what happens there. So you should be making gold. Oh, I don't want you to be doing that. Hold on. There you go. What do we get? 2 gold plates? I can probably... remelt those, I think. But that's a good reminder that I have the plate cast in there, so I should replace that with the ingot cast. Cool. Alright, so once that all melts down, which he might need some Ember help, aka more power. Do I not have a receptor on you? I know I've been kind of like reusing certain components here and there. Put that on there and link that and that, and then you should be cool. Yeah, now we're cooking. Nice. All right, so I'll throw the 2 more gold in there, and if they do melt down, then I'll put 16 copper in, and that should be good. Let's come back in a minute once... oh, by the way, did this actually craft? It did! Hooray! We got our wildfire core. Nice. So I need a little bit more dawnstone before I can craft this thing. I need 2 blocks of it, so we'll be back in a minute when we're ready. All right, so with this done, I should be good to make an Inferno forge, and ding, ding, ding. Nice. All right, cool. Good deal. I'm going to put him away, because like I said, I'm not going to do a lot with Embers, the mod. You know, there's some cool stuff in there, but I'm really mostly trying to get through this so I can get to the next set of quests. So Antimony can be used as a replacement for... Okay, right. So we need the Alchemical recombinator and then a Signet of Antimony. Cool. So Signets of Antimony are a stamping recipe with molten antimony, which comes from antimony ingots, which is a combination of molten lead and molten sugar. Wait, alchemical mixer recipe? Right. We need the alchemical recombinator for this. That looks like a complicated set of things. So hold on, what's that? You need the alchemical recombinator on the side of the top block of the mixer centrifuge and surround it with pedestals with a spec die. Fill up pedestals with a given amount of ash. Between that, given the it's wrong, you'll get the alchemical waste every few seconds, but the ash in the pedestals won't be used up. Okay. That's cool. The ash and the pedestals won't be used up, at least. All right, so let's get an alchemical recombinator first and see how this works. So the alchemical recombinator needs a lead aspectus, which is a plate stamp with molten lead. So what I'm going to want to do is basically pop this guy down and configure him to not be connected anymore. So we're going to want at least 1 molten lead. And we want the plate cast, right? And then that should melt down the lead. There it is. Lead aspectus. Nice. Okay, so that's going to be on one side of this thing. Then we need an archaic circuit, which needs archaic bricks and copper. I was wondering when we were going to get around to using these archaic bricks, which we have tens of thousands of. Let's just get a stack and bring it over there. And let's eat at light speed. Munch, munch. That will never get old. I am cracking up at that. Okay. So then you are made here, right? So that's on another side of it. And then we need 2 lead ingots and some glass in the middle. So that's at least not bad. But we have to do the learning what the recipe thing is with the ash, right? So 16 on what looks like copper. That would be this guy. And 32 on what looks like lead. I think that's this guy. Looks like lead. Right? 32 on what looks like lead. So we've got 16 and 32. And then we fire the laser. Boom. Go on, laser fire. You can do the thing. I give you permission to fire. Thank you. And then we'll find out from the stuff, like, whether we were good or not, right? Did I have... Okay, I got 2 stacks of arcade bricks, that's why. Okay, so that's cool. Nice. So in a moment, we'll know what the actual recipe for this is. So let me note this down. So this is copper and lead. And the actual amounts are... Drumroll, please. Copper, we were off by 10. So that actually has to be 26 copper. And lead, we were off by 5, so that means that it has to be 37 lead, right? So 26 copper and 37 lead. So now we're going to recreate this recipe, right? Doot, 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 doot. We're going to want another piece of U in there with another piece of this in here. And that'll get me my other aspectus. And then it was 2 pieces of lead on either side. a piece of glass. And this thing. And then the actual values are 26 for copper. And 37 for lead. 26 for copper and 37 for lead, right? Makes sense to me. So then you need energy again, so let me borrow you for a sec. And if you were like really going like crazy into this mod, you would totally have like a better Embers transmission setup, right? You are out of Ember energy. All right, cool. Let's throw some Ember shards in here and get you cooking. I'm gonna let you fire the moment you get enough power, which is around 500 to be fair. So we are wasting a little bit of Ember energy by letting this thing fully charge. And then firing it when we need it, but it's not like Embers are that hard to come by. I can make more. Speaking of making more, I might do that real quick. So if I got like, I don't know, 20 of these, and I'm gonna want 2 stacks plus 2 blaze powder. So 2 stacks plus 2 blaze powder. This is how I've been making these in bulk. Ready? A full stack plus 1 plus 10 crystal shards. Boom. A full stack plus 1 plus 10 crystal shards. Boom. And now we have lots of Ember again. How cool is that? All right. So in theory, I'm going to throw all this in. And I might need a little bit more. We'll see. I'll do this many. That'll get me a decent amount of power for now. You should have completed. Hey, beautiful. Alchemical recombinator. Neat. All right. So for this thing to work, we need to put that on top of the mixer. Is that right? You need to add the alchemy on the side of the top block of the mixer centrifuge. So let me make another mixer centrifuge, because I don't think those were expensive, right? Mixer centrifuge. I just need this, and an iron plate. And then I need 5 iron plates. And we have another mixer centrifuge, right? And what I can do is just replace this guy with a mixer centrifuge, right? And that's kind of like the exact same setup. And then we'll put our exchange tablet over here for the time being. Now, I don't know if you need to be hit with a beam cannon or not, but in theory, that's cool. And then we can put this up here, and ooh, that's fancy looking. I like the look of that thing. How cool is that looking? I like it. All right, guys. So let's void this thing because inventory issues. So I got some of this. Let's rearrange a few things here. So you go into wrench mode. Well, maybe you can stay. Fluids. There we go. And you can go into wrench mode. And I'm going to pop down a tank there, right? So let's melt, I don't know, 2 lead ingots? I'm guessing here. Right, so molten antimony comes from lead and sugar, and it's 2 lead to 1 sugar is the combination here, right? So with that, right, we get 144 millibuckets of lead when we melt it, correct? Yes. And then sugar, we get 16. So, right. So let's start with 8. What I'm going to do is collect the molten sugar in here. So it's 2 to 1, right? So we've got 288 millibuckets of lead in here. So what we want is 144 millibuckets of sugar. Cool. All right. So that'll be 64. That'll be 128. So I want to put at least another one in there. And that should be 144, right? 9 of them should be 144, if I'm thinking correctly. So let's come back when that's done melting. All right, so the last sugar should come up with 144 millibuckets of sugar now. Hooray! All right, cool. So we pick you up. Almost into the lava. That would have been funny. And you guys would have gotten a huge kick out of it. So if I did this, and this, with this and this, and put you in fluids mode, then you should be ready to recombulate, right? And do your stuff. Cool. So Antimony then needs 16 Dawnstone and 16, what is that? Silver? Roughly. So let's put these things away for now. So 16 on the Dawnstone one, which I'm pretty sure is this guy. Yep. And 16 is going to go on what looks like the silver one. Do I have to fire a laser at it, or what's the deal? That I'm not sure about. This is the part Dyer doesn't know. I don't think I've ever done this one before. So we'll get an alchemical waste every few seconds, it says. Do you need power? You might need power. Now wait, hold on. Does that go on the side? On the side of the top block of the mixer centrifuge. And we should... You might need, you know, Ember power. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, hello. Silver inaccuracy and Dawnstone inaccuracy are 2. So they actually need to be 18 of each. Can I just do this? And this? I think it's working. Is it working? I can't tell. But we definitely lost 4 and 8 millibuckets, right? Where's my little dial dude? I had a dial dude somewhere. There he is. Okay. So do I need a tank now? Oh, that's why this is from Soot, I guess. Neat. So I feel like I'm doing the thing right, and it was telling me I was good, right? So, oh, it used up. It did use up the ash piles. Haha. It said it wouldn't use them when it was wrong. There's your problem. So, hold on. It was +2, right? So it needs to be 18 and 18 on you and you. Oh, hello, everything's empty. Wait, oh, did it work? Did it work? I missed it. I missed it. But we have 420 millibuckets of molten antimony, which is hopefully enough. Wrench. And now, in order to use the molten antimony, so I need a Signet of mint, so I need a bar stamp on there. We need an Ember in there. And right? So a Signet of antimony is what I need. An Ember shard, 144 millibuckets of antimony, and a bar stamp. And that Signet of antimony is what I need here. So that should be cool. Yay! It worked! May or may not be enough. Quest complete, Industrial Revolution! You guys, what's up? Alright, so let's wrench this guy, and that's cool. I'm gonna probably just break you, because, yeah. Antimony, you can go away for the moment. And that sounds cool to me. Alright, so that's cool. So then what's the last quest here? The last quest would be Ignem reactors. So I need a combustion chamber, an Ignem reactor, and a catalyst chamber. Okay. Ignem reactor. So I'm going to need another one of these guys. So how about we come back in a few minutes? I'm going to craft the majority of this stuff off camera. Does that sound fair? And then we'll be right back to stuff and things and wrap up that quest line. But yeah, that's what's up. Nice. Okay, so I'm putting you guys away. I'm just going to clean up my inventory a little bit here with all this stuff. Just so I have like a slightly cleaner inventory. All right, so I'll be back. I'm gonna create these off camera, just the majority of it, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so cooking up stuff and things should, as long as I took good notes, be the accurate recipe for what I'm making here. So do the thing. Crafting. Crafting. Still crafting. I had to make more clay for Carmite blends. Still, there we go. Nice. All right, cool. So for the Ignem dude, now I just need some copper and some silver plates. Getting a little low on silver, but not the end of the world. So that should be step one of this build. Hopefully the other ones aren't quite as bad. Combustion chamber. Combustion chamber. Needs another Ember crystal, but otherwise not terrible. Otherwise not terrible. So this guy, we're going to definitely need some more of that ash stuff. So let's get like... I'll get a few stacks of cobble here ready to throw into this thing. And I don't need you to be on here anymore. That's the part where you go into my inventory? Oh, you're trying to melt it down? That's cool. Today I learned you can drop stuff into the top of that. Cool. So that would be these guys plus a gunpowder. Hey, come back here, you. So you in the middle, 1, 2, 3. Getting good at this one. And then it's 47 on the Dawnstone guy. And 36 on the copper guy. Am I really totally out of ash? I guess I am. You burn through this ash like really fast. Like super duper really fast. So were you to be doing a lot of embers, I would highly recommend automating this guy to the point where you have like a drawer full of ash would probably be a smart move. So 36 copper is in 1 second. Hooray! 36 copper. So copper 36, ash 47, and that should make the thing I want. Fire. Go. Yay. Cool. And while that's cooking, we'll prepare the rest of the ingredients here, which would be you and you, which make you, and then I need 2 copper plates. And we're good to go with this guy. Crafting should be nearish, complete-ish. Go on, exchange tablet. Exchange. Exchange. Hooray. All right. And then finally, last but not least, catalyst chamber. Catalyst chamber needs another one of those bad boys, but otherwise not a terrible craft. So another one of you. Another gunpowder. You. 1, 2, 3 gunpowder. And that was 47 in dawnstone and 36 in copper. You might need more of this stuff going on, so let's make sure that that's happening. And this will definitely take a moment or two, but 47 in dawnstone and 36 in copper, so none of the stuff laying around elsewhere. All right, back in a minute when I have 36 copper. All right, 35, 36 copper, boom. Fire the laser. Nice. While the crafting is going, let's make the rest of the components here. So I need 2 silver plates. Exactly enough silver. Until something changes in the next 5 seconds. One of you guys. Oh, I mean, a little more iron. Okay. Cool. Needs more iron. Not the end of the world, obviously. That guy's still cooking. So let's make you a plate. You should be done by now. I lied, you're not done. There you are. It was close. Told you I'm getting the hang of this. Right? And then 3 silver ingots. Like I said, I knew something would change, and it immediately did. Come on, let's move it. So, silver ingots? Am I totally out of silver? I've got aluminum, I've got steel, tin, and iron. Okay, look at this. Silver, alchemical, ore dust. Silver, alchemical, ore dust. 2 blaze and a sugar. That shouldn't be too bad. 2 blaze and a sugar. Silver alchemical ore dust coming right up. Nice. And might as well throw all 5 in there because why not? But realistically, I only need 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3 dings later, and we should be done with the Embers quest line. Hooray! All right, we'll be right back. So if I'm not mistaken then, quest book should now have unlocked both Industrial Revolution and Thermal Machinery. How cool is that? All right, so Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time, and we will play with these 2 other tech mods that we have now unlocked. All right, guys, take it easy.